Street Pro, bottom line. Flow, Canteen, Hot Take, J&O. Sports Professor, you know.
Street Professor back again, it's game time. A la playa, no playtime, it's play guy. Cause we ain't talking about practice like AI. Sports Professor spit the best takes out like AI. Artfully intelligent, I can't write mine. Rhyme citing his girl's DMs like Messi after the goal time. That was a triple entendre, did you catch me rambling? Flipping Simone Biles, we the bottom line Let's go, Street Pro, bottom line. Flow, Canteen, Hot Take, J&O. Sports Professor, you know. Yo, Street Professor, I'm back, baby, like I never left. Bottom line, Flow, Canteen, Hot Take, J&O. Street! Stop!
Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Yeah, these championship rings on my hands now. In my head, I'm top 10, yeah, that's hands down. You a squad, now you're looking man down. Funny how foes turn to friends now. Drive a race car like a Atari now. Call filling up, I need product again. Treat the business like a playground, might slide on you. Don't me wrong, might slide on you. Do a backflip, cause I'm mad rich. I'm the definition of what that is. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Go hard. Go home, go hard, or go home. Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. I'm a warrior, I go back to back, then go back to back. If I top the top, then a double back, and I'm topping that. Yeah, I beat my own records. Yeah, I gotta get money fetish. Same team, I don't set trick. Never dull, this electric. Went and put the Ricks on my toes. Me and bro, that's the give and go. Stay 100, end zone. Keep them coming. I know. I won't flood my wrist. No, I'm not dumb like that. No. I just wanna give my mama 100 racks. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Go hard. These championship rings on my hands now. Touchdown like the end zone. In my head, I'm top 10. Yeah, that's it. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Hands down. You a squad, now you're looking man down.
What up? Welcome to the Bottom Line Sports. What's going on? Episode 120. What up? Daniel Barry in the house. What up, Daniel Barry?
What up, Daniel Barry, brother?
Let's put you next to Jake. I like
Hey.
Let's go.
I don't mind where I am. I don't care about this cam. As long as they listening to me, man. The Street Professor, Sport Professor, we get in, get them blessed up. Hey.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Wow, man.
Welcome to the show, episode 120. I am Flo. That guy over here, that's Canteen, and the guy down there in the corner, that's the Sports Professor, Omar.
Sports Professor, baby.
All
in bunch.
New time, new show, or new day,
Not a new show, just a new back to our old day on Tuesday. That's all.
I mean, it's a new show. It's episode 120, but I mean, it's a new day of the week.
Got it,
That's
got
what it is.
Back to our old stopping grounds, our Tuesday old stopping grounds.
Yeah, welcome to the show at the bottom line. Appreciate you jumping in. Hey, I think they can find us at. There's a place they can find us.
Tell me where?
I think it's at The Bottom Line Sports. The Bottom Line Sports on all your platforms. Go share this right now. If you're on Facebook.
I did not hear that.
Invite your friends. Man, you are really loud. Is he loud to you, Canteen?
Just a little bit, not too much. He's not too bad.
You're kind of muffled, Omar.
No, you're good. Let me turn it down.
Okay,
all right, how about
good.
now?
Hey, you're good now. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Good now? Okay, cool. Nice.
Yeah, welcome to the show. We're partnered with Let's Talk Sports and Ball and Bud Sports and Entertainment. 2 Facebooks, 3 Facebooks, I don't know, a couple of X channels, Twitch, I think, and Instagram for an hour. So if you're on Instagram, we got you for about an hour, and then we're going to lose you on Instagram. So, but that's just the way Instagram's running, and I'm sharing it from my page to our group page because they won't let us. They won't let us put it on our group page, so I have to share it from my other page. So
wait, how are you sharing it? What are you doing? Hold on, what are you doing?
I share it from my personal page onto our group page in Facebook.
You're gonna have to show me how to do that because I've been very upset with StreamYard and how they are not streaming to Facebook groups anymore. Because when Poker King and I did our show a couple weeks ago, I had to go hearing it and come from Facebook. And so because of this, it cost us maybe 200 views that we should have had. So.
Oh, okay. It sounded like something was covering your mic for a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Yeah, it sounded like something was covering your mic. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so I just stream it on your page at work.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, you were kind of muffled for a little bit. Okay. Yeah,
so I was just saying that them not streaming to groups cost us a couple hundred views on Thursday. And stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what the deal is. But yeah, they're not.
Come on, StreamYard. Bring it back. We need to be able to stream to Facebook groups. Bring it back.
Yeah, bring it back, StreamYard. I mean, it's not StreamYard's fault. To be fair, I talked to them and they said it was a Facebook thing. Facebook is not longer doing that. Yeah, it's a Facebook thing.
Oh, well, never mind, StreamYard. I'll take it back.
Yeah, they're trying to work it out with them, figure out another way. But that's what they told me. Just share it to your group from your page. So anyway, here we go.
You're gonna have to show me how to do that later.
Okay. So episode 120. We got about 1,610 to be exact on the Facebook group.
Let's go.
Going for 1,700. Let's go. Trying to get to 1,700. Let's go. Go out there. Share
Flo. Yeah. Hold on. Check what your boy just said on chat. Yo, Canteen, give us the update. Give us the update on where
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Oh.
Because he just woke up. Is
that what he said? Oh my.
Why does he always sleep through the show? I don't understand. Set an alarm or something.
We just talked about this last week. We set the precedent that we're going to be on at a certain time. We adjusted the dates, the time group. Like, come on, Jake.
He don't care about the show. He only cares about himself and those Cheetos he be throwing around.
Hey, wake up, Jake. Time to wake up, baby.
Wake up, baby boy.
Let's up.
Hey, you know what? Hey, Flo, you know what the problem is? He's waking up just to get put back to sleep when we knock him out.
Oh!
Speaking of, we got little boxing puns today. Is that because we have a special guest coming on?
Oh, we have a special guest? How
I
come
said,
no one told me?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I don't know. We might be. We might have a special guest.
Right.
I don't know. You never know who
let's
shows
get started.
Anyway, I don't know.
The Bottom Line Sports.
The Bottom Line Sports. All right, go check us out. We appreciate you. We're going to talk a little sports today, if you guys don't mind. That's what we're going to do here. Anyway, so let's get started with this stuff. Let's get into this. So we'll save the boxing for a little bit, and we might have a special guest coming on. Anyway, so we might have some. We'll see what happens. But anyway, all right. So let's go. Let's do a little NBA on the top and the bottom end of the show. We'll start off with the NBA and the eliminated teams. So can we get in? Do you want Jake for Jake, or do we get into the Lakers? Let's just skip to another team, and then when he gets here,
let's start with the other teams first, and wait till the Lakers till we get here.
We'll wait till all right, because we gotta roast him. All right. So the Clippers were eliminated. No Kawhi Leonard, but I hear he's available for Game 7.
Very funny. I see what you did.
Anyway, he's available for Game 7. So anyway, So what did the Clippers do? What do they need to change? Do they just come back the same what they've got? I mean, they locked in Kawhi for 3 years, $150 million. Do they just bring everybody else back? Do they try and regroup and maybe add a few pieces, get rid of somebody, one of these stars, quote unquote stars? They got Westbrook, they got PG, they got Harden, they got Kawhi, they got mid 2000s super all-star team or something. But I mean, what do they do, Omar? What do the Clippers do, man? It seems like every year we think that the Clippers might be good. They added Harden, obviously. They added Westbrook the year before, and Westbrook seemed to kind of work, take a backseat. I don't know what do the Clippers need to do to make a deep run? I mean, what's the answer? I don't know.
There's a couple different ways that they can go about this, but first of all, we need to look both to the future and to the past to see why we've ended up at this point. So, looking into the future first, the Clippers are going to be opening their own brand new stadium, the Intuit Dome, a new $1 billion stadium that is going to allow them to make a lot of money and have the players that they want to have or can afford to have, and be obviously a location in Los Angeles where people want to play. Now, let's look back to the past a little bit. You mentioned the Harden trade. Harden and Westbrook, whether or not they are superstars or not anymore, they both were very good players that meshed and cohesively well with the team. And the Clippers had a really, really good year.
Right.
The thing is, looking back to the past, they are tied to 2 players. The first player you already mentioned, the aforementioned Kawhi Leonard, who unfortunately, even though they are tied to the hip with him, has had a very injury-prone career, to say the least. Being the inventor, even being the inventor of load management. So they are stuck with him. There's no choice there, right? He is going to be their face going into the new stadium. But you know who else they're stuck with? PG. Paul George, Mr. Still can't get it. Mr. Still can't get it done in the playoffs. Playoff P ain't playoff P no more. Sorry, and also,
but Omar,
the Clippers
But he has a player option next season. He has a player option.
That's fine. And what would you think he would do? He's obviously going to exercise that, right? Because he's getting like what 30? It's like $35 million or something.
True.
But this is the other thing. Now listen to me.
48 million.
No, I get okay. So that's even more. So I would definitely be opting into that. But if I'm the Clippers, right, we have to think about this more logically. Do the Clippers need to offer Paul George a long-term contract? And I'm not saying that because maybe Paul George. Because maybe listen to me, baby. Let me catch up to you real quick. I'm not saying that because necessarily Paul George is their piece they need to go along with Kawhi, or even if he could be that piece that if he starts playing at that level would get them to win a championship. I say this for this reason. They traded a future MVP in SGA, 4 first-round picks, and 2 pick swaps for Paul George. You give up that much, you have to stay with him, or unless you're admitting a very, very bad mistake.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and it looks like Russell Westbrook also has a player option next year, and Harden will be an unrestricted free agent. So do they try and have to re-sign Harden if they want to bring him back? He turned back into playoff Harden. I mean, he had a couple of good games, and then the biggest games he didn't show up. Canteen, what do the Clippers do here? I mean, what do you think?
So it's a travesty and it's a crime, man, that they have as much talent with Paul George. You got Westbrook, you got James Harden. How can these guys not figure it out and get over the hump in the playoffs? You know, they built what they call a big three, and they brought all these guys together, and they continuously cannot. They can't get over the hump, man, and it's a crime. They're so talented, and like I said, George is washed up. He washed up when it comes time to make baskets and make things happen in the playoffs. He cannot make it happen. Harden, he's pretty decent as he's always done. And Westbrook,
the playoffs.
They just can't get over the hump.
Right. All right. Hopefully, our good friend Hot Take Jake has been listening, because we got to bring him on here. Hot Take
Hey, Sleeping Beauty. What's up, baby? You finally wake up for your little napsy poo?
On his sleeping music.
The best in the biz.
Dude, how do you not set an alarm? You know we have a show. How do you not just set an alarm? I don't understand.
Well, Omar, I'm working 12 hours before then, trying to get some sleep, buddy. Had to wake up at 2 in the morning, work crazy hours. You know, them chips got to sell, bro.
Okay.
Oh, pobrecito, pobrecito.
So what do you think the Clippers got to do, Jake?
Let's go.
What do the Clippers got to do here, man?
I think it's time to.
Can't get rid of Kawhi.
I think it's time to let them all go.
Can't let
I
rid of
think
Kawhi.
it's time to sell everybody while you can. This is one of the worst grabs of all time, having Paul George, having Kawhi Leonard, James Harden. I told you, James Harden's a piece of trash. I told y'all that. I remember he was looking good. I was screaming away, "Oh man, he's back!" No,
I mean, he did all right. He wasn't that bad. The regular season, he was pretty good.
Even the first couple of playoff games,
it was bad. And let me tell you something: for you to lose in the first round is embarrassing. So it's a slap in the face. You have all these stars around you.
You know who else lost in the first round?
And you couldn't do anything. Yeah, that was one person by himself. There's a difference. That's what I was saying.
Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. All right.
If
Here we go.
Kawhi is smart, I get myself away and I go to either the Thunder. I would go to the Thunder.
Who does?
Kawhi.
Who are you
the
talking
only
about?
person that's going to be viable after this
Kawhi Leonard goes to the
is going to
Thunder.
be Kawhi.
He'd have to demand a trade. He's locked in, man, for 3 years.
Yeah, he'd have
I'd get the
to
hell out
ask
of
for a
there.
trade.
I would
Yeah.
get the hell out of there. And I know the Clippers owner wants star power because he's about to have that stadium opened up next season. And he's going to have star power for it. He don't want to build it and then nobody there. But let me tell you something, man. This is not working. This is embarrassing. You got to slap yourself. You lost to a team that plays no defense and two guys that can just shoot. That's it. Come on, man. There's no defense being played over there. And they beat y'all. Embarrassing.
Really? You really think
It's
so?
facts.
No defense being played?
The Mavs are not. Let me tell you something.
The Mavs probably played the best defense they played all year in this series.
I'm going to tell you right now.
I think
This is why I told you that the Thunder.
I mean, okay, that's not saying much, though. They've never been known as a.
Oh, no, but I mean, they played really solid defense.
The conference finals is going to be the easiest thing to look at. The Timberwolves versus the Thunder. The Mavs are not taken seriously. I'm telling you right now.
Okay. All right, so, hey, beware.
Okay.
I'll take Jake Jinx is on effect for the Timberwolves and the
Not at all.
The curse. The curse.
The curse of the hot take Jake. Anyway, so what we really all want to talk about, Omar, Lakers in 5, Lakers in 6,
Lakers in 5, Lakers in 5, Lakers in 7, Lakers in 7, Lakers in 5. Shut that dumb stuff up, man. Get out of here. You're an idiot.
Darvin Ham. That's
In your
the
own
one I
words.
feel bad for. They fired Darvin Ham. Now they're calling LeBron the coach killer. That stuff has come out.
LeBron the coach
like 8
killer.
or 10 coaches in the last 7 years. I don't know what it is. He's gone through a slew
It's
of
been a lot.
coaches.
It's been too damn
And
many.
what do the Lakers do? I mean, was firing him the right, or is he the right thing to do? Was that just a scapegoat? What else can the Lakers do? our friend Hot Take Jake said, it's embarrassing to get knocked out in the first round.
Oh,
Yeah, with having
so
stars
embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
So embarrassing. Just, I mean, you're supposed to have two of the.
That's one of the first things I've heard Jake say that makes sense. It's embarrassing to get knocked out in the first. All right,
really
go ahead, Omar.
And you know what, Flo? He talks so eloquently about LeBron James and Anthony Davis, two of the top 10 players in the world, and yet here we are going out in the first round. The whole thing is burning down, and me and all the other Celtics fans are laughing all the way to the championship. The Lakers suck. I'm glad the Lakers suck. The Lakers are not going to be any good for the near future because they've tied themselves to LeBron. So for the next 10, 20 years, they're going to suck. So it really doesn't matter. LeBron's staying there until his son gets there, and that's going to make them even worse because his son's not that great. Anthony Davis is injury prone and almost done. They can't find the correct role players and keep getting rid of each of them. Reeves is gone this year. D'Angelo Russell may be gone as well. And what are they going to do? They're going to bring in some more old butt veterans to come in there and try to fix it up. Maybe a little Trae Young. Maybe man.
Did he freeze up?
No.
Go,
Flo muted me, so I stopped talking.
Hey,
I was trying to give him the little curse mode, but I didn't.
My bad, sorry.
I messed it up. No, I messed it up. So go ahead, Ken. What do you think?
So pretty much Omar covered everything in a nutshell. I mean, the Lakers are hit or miss, man. The Lakers are hit or miss, and what I mean by that is, like you said, AD's injury prone. They play better when LeBron is not in the game. For some reason, the Lakers play a lot better when LeBron is not present.
That is so
stupid. You got guys like Reeves, he's hit or miss, and then you get guys like Russell.
Yeah.
Russell had one of the games, Russell scored like 30, 40 points. He was hot. Then, like the last game, he didn't hit nothing. He was cold as ice. So they are very
cold as ice.
D'Lo was a no-go.
They're temperamental organization. And here's my take on this. Firing Darvin Ham as a scapegoat. Why would you fire the guy with 2 seasons?
It was. Of course it was.
Somebody got to be blamed for it.
Here's the thing.
He had to end up, taking the blame for the BS.
Here's the thing, Canteen, and they're firing Darvin Ham. First time he's ever been a head coach, but he's been a coach in the NBA. To bring in another first-time coach, which just sounds like JJ. They're trying to bring in JJ Redick as the head coach. Is what it sounds like.
What a surprise!
No experience.
Yeah, let LeBron bring in
even in the
another
NBA.
one of his boys.
Unlike at least Darvin Ham had coaching experience. Come on, explain yourself, Jake. What's up with your Lakers and LeBron, LeChoke?
What I saw was a coaching mismatch. I saw a coaching mismatch, and I saw guys not playing smart. Let me tell you something. This was hurtful, and it was pretty much embarrassing. You have LeBron in his 21st season doing everything he can, being the greatest of all time, doing the unthinkable. And he did everything he had to do to try and win this game, several games. And each time, they kept throwing it in his face, and there was nothing. You know what was really telling? Anthony Davis said one thing specifically. He says, man, there are times where we don't even know what we're doing offensively. That's a Darvin Ham issue. And I'm so glad they let the cat out the damn bag. Get this guy out, man. It's embarrassing. It's a slap in the face. It's ridiculous because here's the thing. You have to understand this. Darvin Ham has not proven anything. He hasn't done anything. And Mike Malone was giving him a coaching clinic the whole series.
He took you to the conference championship last year.
Hold on, Jake. Didn't he take him to the Western Conference Finals last year?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
LeBron did that.
Oh,
LeBron did that.
Get out of here.
That's right.
Let me add this
I forgot about that guy.
I forgot to add. Hold on. What did they do? And this is Darvin Ham deserves, if I was doing a piece of the pie, Darvin Ham deserves 50%. No, I would say 40%.
Not even that.
I would say 40% goes to Darvin Ham.
Oh my God.
50% goes to Rob Pelinka. And 10% goes to the players. And let me tell you why. Rob Pelinka. What did you do to help this roster get better before the trade deadline? He did nothing.
Yo, where's my sign? I left it upstairs. Where's my son?
He did nothing to help this team get any better, Flo. And go look it up. There was no changes. Come on, man. For you to be great, you have to have a third good player.
They brought back the team that got into the Western Conference Finals, Jake. The team that got him there.
I love
Flo,
I love how he said 40% Darvin Ham, 50% Rob Pelinka,
and you're showing
and the best part,
roster.
Right?
The best part was he said 10%. To all the players as a whole. Okay, right. So, Jake, let me tell you the real percentages there in your little scenario, right? It's going to be Darvin Ham about 10% because he really has no say whatsoever.
Maybe 15.
Maybe 15. I'll give Rob Pelinka about 15, 20 because he is the GM, but he's still run by whatever LeBron says. And I give 60 to 75, 80, 100%, 150% to LeBum James, who runs that whole franchise, and all decisions are made based off of what he says. They won't even make a decision or make a move without his approval. So you know what? Take back all that. LeBron James gets 200% of the blame for the Lakers' demise.
Bull crap.
Hey, Ian, it is amazing. It's amazing that they let some bozo like this on TV. It is. It's real amazing that they let some bozo with horrible opinions on TV. I know.
Well, Omar, we are the bozos who let him on. So, I mean, we deserve some of the blame.
You are the bozo who lets him on. I don't let him on.
No, I'm speaking facts on this.
I get 50% of the blame for Jake.
I'm asking each one.
You get 100% of the blame for Jake.
To get this team better from this year to last year. From last year to this year. What did he do?
What did he do?
But Rob Pelinka can't do anything without LeBron's approval. So what does it matter?
I'm not hearing that. Let me tell you why.
Okay. All right.
Okay. How many coaches have been fired?
LeBron wanted Kyrie. Why didn't we get Kyrie? I'm not hearing that.
LeBron wanted Russell Westbrook. You got Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
Right? LeBron wanted AD. You got AD, right?
But sometimes LeBron
why didn't he get Kyrie?
wants things that are undoable, not doable.
Y'all didn't have the assets to trade for Kyrie. That's why. You didn't have enough.
Oh, no. They don't want to give up their 2027 first round pick and their 2028 first round pick, which is laughable because they're trying to think of the future. If you want to win a ring, and you got LeBron right now, you do it. You put all your eggs in the basket.
Jake, tell me this. So you say it's not LeBron, but if they draft Bronny James, does that really make the Lakers better?
Exactly.
And it's because of LeBron James.
No. They're just playing control with LeBron, trying to make sure LeBron stays because they know before LeBron they were irrelevant for 10 years.
So they're appeasing LeBron, right? So most of this blame goes to LeBron because they're trying to appease him.
Is different from not getting Kyrie Irving in the offseason.
But isn't that a wasted pick? Most analysts say he's not even a lottery pick. And if they pick him, that's a wasted pick.
A wasted pick.
I got a question. Flo. Is there hold on, Flo. I'm going to counter that. Flo, I'm going to counter that, Flo. Right now, tell me right now, is there a rookie in the NBA in NCAA that you can grab right now that would make that team a champion?
Yeah. Oh, I thought he was gone. Oh, damn.
Is there a player right now, Flo, that the Lakers have currently that they can go get in the rookies?
There's players that are better than Bronny that they could bring in. I can tell you that. That could help them next year.
Way better.
But will they?
Bronny won't even play next year.
Take them to the promised land, or will you still have to go? The NBA is all about free agency moves, not about the rookies. Don't.
And the only reason, think about this, Jake, and we know for a fact that LeBron and Dwayne Wade went in to get rid of Spoelstra, and the only reason he didn't get rid of him because Pat Riley stood up to them and said, "No, he's your coach. Deal with it." And that's the problem with the front office, that they don't back up their coaches. They listen to what LeBron wants.
What
to LeBron wins, whatever
he
needs. That's the problem. Is that they're not have a backbone to stand up to him.
You're a champion. You're in the conference championship last year, and you show up this year with the same team, and you lose because of that. I got a question, Flo. Whose fault is it that they didn't have a damn timeout on that damn play where they could have tied the game up?
Well, that's the last game
for taking the timeout. There was not even a timeout left. LeBron
They
had to
won
throw
the
it in
challenge.
there, and they had to
They won the
beg for a
challenge.
damn shot.
If you would have been like, why didn't they challenge it? They had a challenge and they didn't challenge it. It's
Oh,
obvious.
no,
That's what
they
they would have done.
did
That's
If they hit,
embarrassing that you don't have a timeout.
you would have
that
been
late
the
in game.
opposite side of that, Jake.
You know that too, and that's a Darvingham issue.
No, it's not. How is that?
Like
a
I
Darvingham
said,
issue?
it's embarrassing
Come
that you're
on,
trying to
Jake.
say, "Hey, grabbing
All right.
Bronny's not going
Move
to change
on.
anything." Tell me a rookie that's going to change anything for
I
me.
love it. Watching y'all
Mike-
fall apart spectacularly.
They even fired the guy that took him to in the bubble. What was his name? That coach Omar. They won in the bubble. They got rid of him too.
Frank Vogel.
Yeah, they got rid of Frank
The younger
Vogel. He
guy,
took him to a
yeah.
championship.
What's
They-
Frank
if
Vogel
no,
doing
what-
right now?
Whatever
what-
LeBron
hold on,
wants,
was that
what's
LeBron
Frank
gets.
Vogel
Frank?
right
I
now?
don't know.
What's
Whatever
Frank
his name
Vogel doing
was.
right now?
Huh?
What
It
is
doesn't
Frank
matter.
Vogel doing
Your
right now?
demise is tied to LeBron. LeBron's getting older.
I'm
LeBron's
asking a
done.
question
Lakers
to
are
Flo
done.
Real quick. I
What's
want
Frank
that
doing?
answer
Okay, go
right
ahead.
now. What is Frank Vogel doing right now? If he's this
I don't
great of a coach, what did he do?
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
he got
but
the
you,
same
he
but,
didn't do
but
anything.
look,
crap.
he's not doing anything. But what the point is that
Exactly.
he got you the championship, and now you ruined the guy's name by firing him.
All I know is you let go of Frank Vogel, you still make the conference championship. I've seen Frank Vogel with a good team and not even got past.
But
the
then you
second
fire
round.
him too. So what does it mean?
You fire him too. So what does that mean?
But what I'm saying is the key piece is LeBron.
What
keeps
other-
taking you there?
Omar, you're the professor. What other team or player has had like 9 coaches in most of their career? Or they only had one that didn't get fired because of the GM stood up for him. But possibly 10 coaches get fired under your tenure. How many coaches? How many players can say that? That's a record for any star player. Or
I think a lot.
No.
Hold on. I think during their time, I think Michael Jordan didn't have Phil Jackson at one point. He let go of other coaches as well. What was that coach before?
What?
him?
Okay. Okay. We're
no,
not.
that's
Phil
not
Jackson was the
anybody.
one and only. What are you talking
Doug
about?
Collins. They had
Phil
Doug
Jackson was
Collins.
the one that won
LeBron.
Exactly.
LeBron's
ring in
nickname is the
1990,
coach killer for a reason.
What I'm
Yeah.
saying is that you lost. You got Doug Collins. You lost him. Same thing with Kobe. Hold on. Here's another thing. Kobe, after the Phil Jackson era happened early, the first Phil Jackson era with the three-peat, he had to go through multiple coaches as well. It's all about.
What
you
are you
have to
talking
There's a
build
about?
difference between-
first.
There's a difference between multiple coaches and 10 coaches, Jake. Okay,
Plus,
you're being
there's-
very disingenuous right now with your argument.
What do you mean 10 coaches? What do you mean 10
Yeah,
coaches?
but here's the difference,
LeBron
Jake.
has had almost 10 coaches fired within his career.
Here's the difference, Jake. Those coaches that supposedly that Jordan got rid of, they weren't taking them any further into the playoffs. LeBron's had guys fired who took him to championships and tried to get a guy fired who took him to 3. I mean, he's let go of coaches who they've been successful under, and he still wants to get rid of them.
Here's the thing
Doesn't
that you
make
have to
sense.
understand.
That's the thing that doesn't make sense.
Darvingham went down. Hold on, let me get this straight, Flo. If I
No.
give you a raise
move
because
on.
you did good the first year, and the next year you don't sell as much, or you're not as nowhere near as great, am I supposed to keep you? You look like crap.
What?
What do you mean sell as
Oh my
much?
God. Okay, you know what? Let's just move on. Let's just move on.
As a coach,
We-
you are
this is
dependent on other people. You would be a manager of a
That's why I gave. Hold on.
department, not
That's why
selling
I gave
stuff.
Rob Pelinka more of the blame. Nothing was done for this.
Anyway,
team
all right,
to be
so let's move
successful.
on. Jake's obviously not going to listen to reason. So
Thank you, Ian. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We love you.
Happy Mother's Day this weekend to all the mothers. We won't be on Sunday, but happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
And if you love your mother, then go subscribe at the Bottom Line Sports right now.
If you love your mother, you're subscribed to the Bottom Line Sports on all your platforms. All right, so yeah, let's go. All right, so also the 76ers eliminated leaving Embiid as the only NBA MVP to not make at least the conference finals. What do they do there? I mean, they obviously got is it Maxey? They got a superstar in the making.
Tyrese Maxey?
Somewhat of a Robin to his Batman. What do they do there? What's the 76ers? I mean, is it just that Embiid got hurt late in the season and that's what hurt them? But they had a shot to win this game. I mean, they were playing tough for most of the game, most of the series. They just couldn't pull out the wins. What's going on here with the 76ers, Omar?
Let's not forget, y'all, that the 76ers were either in second or third place in the East before Joel got hurt. Before Joel went down, they were a team to be reckoned with, and a team that I, as a Celtics fan, was scared of to see in the playoffs with a healthy Embiid. Unfortunately, you're right. Embiid went down at the end of the year, and that's what hurt them. Excuse me. Tyrese Maxey is going to be a heck of a player. He is going to be a all NBA player one day, and the combination of him and Embiid is a good combination. And I do agree with Embiid when he said that he likes the team that they have right there around him. I do agree. Maybe they go ahead.
Okay. But Omar, wouldn't you say the 76ers overall are probably more talented than the Knicks?
Sure.
I mean, they have more talented players. How do they not beat the Knicks? I mean, they were. How do they not overcome that hump? How does Embiid not overcome as being a former MVP, as being one of those guys who are considered one of the top stars in the league? He's got to be.
I'm going to give him. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He was dealing with Bell's palsy. You know, his eyes have been drooping. His face is kind of paralyzed. Not to mention just kind of recovering, coming back from the health issues he had at the end of the season. Tyrese Maxey having to go, a full 100% while Embiid was out. I think he hit a little bit of a wall there, even though he still spurned them on during the playoffs. And again, maybe they need to, where I was about to go is maybe one player they could, get out of their contract if someone would take it. I think he has a couple years left, Tobias Harris, and then maybe go get a couple other good role players that can fill out the team. But honestly, I think they have a good young team there. And if Embiid can stay healthy, they are a team next year that are a championship contender.
Okay, that's the key. If Embiid can stay healthy, and that's been the problem over the years. And
that's their whole key.
Healthy. And Cam, what do you think? Is it just a matter of retooling a little bit with the 76ers, or is it time to move on from Embiid? I mean, he can't seem to stay healthy all year.
To me, Embiid is the key around is the nucleus of that organization. Him, Tyrese Maxey. So you got to build around a guy like that. Hold on to him. They'll shake back next year, man. If he hadn't got hurt and he had been healthy a little bit longer, they would have made a run,
That's
man.
The key. He can't stay healthy every year. He's always getting nicked up.
But you can't discount the Knicks either. The Knicks were a way, way better team, Flo. The Knicks were spectacular.
The
frisky
Knicks. I thought they were frisky.
Yeah. Frisky.
What Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
so I don't know. Maybe Jake will be back. Go. You had something else to say?
There he is.
No, I was good, man.
Okay. All right. Yeah. What do you got to say, Jake? What's up with the 76ers? Do they need to move on from Embiid? You're a guy who likes to say it's time to move on from a player.
Well, I mean, going off of a decade being there and you've done nothing, not even make the conference championship, I think it is time to move on. Let me tell you something. Embiid is one of the most weakest players I've ever seen. And let me tell you why. I've never seen a center look so good in the regular season and turn into mini-me in the playoffs. The guy doesn't look good at all against average centers that are around him. He should be dropping so many points on them usually. But of course.
Jake, you puzzle my brain sometimes, Jake.
I don't know what the hell the wolf is for. What is that?
I don't know. I heard a wolf somewhere.
I don't know, man. I heard a wolf somewhere too. I thought I was inside though.
I thought I heard something too.
Like I said,
freaking out.
It's embarrassing. It's sad. And if I am the 76ers, I move on from Embiid. Maxey is your future.
So you say move on from Embiid? Wow.
That is an option. They could always, trade Embiid for, a bunch of picks and younger players, and like Jake said, go with Tyrese Maxey. You could.
In my opinion,
I wouldn't, but you could.
If I was them, because I know the Celtics are going to fail dramatically, I would talk to them in the offseason for Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum, whoever they're willing to move. Because I know for a fact.
Tatum ain't leaving Boston, man. Tatum not going nowhere. What are you talking about?
After they fail at this championship that they're supposed to, that's practically handed to them, that they will fail at, you will see a shift of them not. Because I'm telling you, this is too long y'all been together and nothing has happened. It's embarrassing.
So your solution would be for us to trade Jaylen Brown for Joel Embiid.
I think it would be.
First of all, the Sixers are.
All right, guys. I found out what happened.
What happened?
It's the one, the only Some people call him the Roof. One, the only, somebody is here.
Where'd Jake go?
There he is.
Good morning,
There he
Jake.
is.
Good morning, Jake.
What's up, buddy?
I've been waiting for Jake for a while. I've been waiting to see Jake for a while.
Yeah, it's been a
Why is
while.
that, Clubber D?
How you guys doing? I'm just bad to wake you up, Jake. You're a little cranky in the morning when you first got on here, but now you're running
Man, it's
all
so good, bro.
cylinders.
Stone Cold Take Jake.
Yeah,
I like that one, Ian. I like that, Ian. Holla at our Aussie fan base. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi.
Oi,
All
oi.
right. So, before we move on, did you have a little tidbit for Lakers in 5, Lakers in 6, Lakers in 7, Lakers in 8, Lakers in 9?
I was
Lakers in 9.
I was hearing a little bit of that mess, and it's like there's the goal line's moving on the blaming. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get on LeBron because I like LeBron, but you got to call a spade spade. Some of us do, some of us don't. Some of us go overboard in the hate, some of us go overboard in the love. Let's find a middle ground here. Yes, he is a coach killer. Let's be clear about that. JJ Redick, that's going to be Steve Nash 2.0. Okay, you saw what happened in Brooklyn with that mess. Okay. Yes, LeBron's superstar, and he likes to have his own type of coaches on there, but if the stuff's not working, he's just going to say, let's get rid of him. That's not the case all the time. You shouldn't do that.
Right.
Right,
Bogle, and Jake, you're right about Bogle. Okay, I'm a Suns fan. He hasn't done nothing for us, but you can't buy chemistry. So we have no draft picks until 2031 or something like that. So we're going to be stuck in lucky to be playing.
But is that Black Vogel's fault?
No, that's the owner. That's 100% the owner's fault. Because our owner had an issue with Dan Gilbert. He's one of those real estate moguls and thinks he could just come in and be a Dan Snyder of the NBA. It's not going to work, Okay. So,
that's fair.
This blame has to do with LeBron too. Let's be clear. You're trying to get one of the greatest coaches of all time.
What did they do?
Miami out of there, which was dumb.
Clubber D, what did they do in February to help LeBron with this roster?
What are they supposed to? Did they trade away Shai Gilgeous and all that? No, that was with Kobe. What are they supposed to do? What more is supposed to do? You want Anthony Davis, you get that.
You have to find something. Let me tell you something. If Austin Reeves is your third best player and he's not even a defender, why is there not a lockdown defender on LeBron's side right now? There's nobody that can lock down.
Well, Jake, they don't grow up. That's
already aged. AD is just a center type where he just stays in the middle of the court. You need a lockdown defender. The way that the Denver Nuggets have Aaron Gordon, the way that you see the Minnesota Timberwolves have lockdown players.
Yeah, he's doing great.
Anthony Edwards plays lockdown defense.
I mean, they just got a team that plays team defense.
That's few and far between. You got to understand, Jake. This isn't playing NBA Live for all my old heads out there, EA Sports. You can't just get any player you want, all right? You can't just say, I want to trade this person. It's like this isn't 2K. You can't just be like, all right, I'm going to trade Johnny McJohnson on the bench and get Dwayne Wade on my team. You can't just trade anybody to get a lockdown defender. You got to make do with what you got.
You
new age fans don't understand this. You new age fans don't understand this. You make do with what you got. You can't trade all the time and get something to be champion. All right, okay. You got to draft. Ask the Warriors. They did that to build their team.
Nothing in the offseason they did. They did nothing in the offseason, and they did nothing before the trade deadline. They let LeBron stick with this piss poor team and say, hey, carry us, LeBron.
You're contradicting yourself. You're because you're saying don't give up the draft picks. If the team is piss poor, what total is going to take them?
You get free agents. Clubber D. Kyrie was there.
That's not the trade line. That's just throughout the season period.
Could score 30 points, man.
What?
Okay.
Give us a lockdown defender you can get, Jake.
Yes. Who are you going to get?
Who are you going to get? And tell me how you get them.
You said a free agent, so I want to hear a free agent, not someone you can trade for. A free agent.
No. You can trade also.
They don't know.
Who's out there? Who's out there you can trade for?
Look, I would look at the bottom teams. Look at the DeMar DeRozan out there.
I don't know what he be talking about sometimes. He just be talking crazy.
That have players that are already ready to get out of their city.
Okay, what would you trade since you don't want to get rid of draft picks? Who would you trade on that piss poor team?
You just said get rid of draft picks. That's why I'm blaming Rob Pelinka. That piece of trash wants to think of the future rather than thinking of right now while you got the best player of all time in your prime.
That needs help because he's old with defense. That needs help. So he's not in his prime. He's past his prime. He's just playing well. All right. LeBron is another animal. He's his own category when it comes to athlete. But he's not going to play for another 10 years.
Okay.
He's not.
It's just a slap in the face, man.
No, it's called
embarrassing
reality.
that this.
It's a slap. What is a slap in the face? It's called father time, brother. It happens to all of them.
Hold on. And Omar, you know what? I should have expected this from the Lakers. Because you know what? On Kobe's last legs, they let him suffer too and not have a chance at a title. So you know what? I've understood it. I understand it. It's just the Lakers' way.
Yeah.
I get it.
What team has it? What team has it been through?
I've had enough Lakers.
What team has it been through?
You want to talk Bucks at all, or you want to move on? Let's move on to something else. Let's move on.
No, the Bucks just had injury issues. We don't need to stick to that. It'll be fine.
Okay. All right. And let's go
to boxing.
We have the Combat G, Clubber D, Canelo Alvarez beat Jaime Munguia in unanimous decision. He knocks down Munguia, but he couldn't put him away. Clubber D, give us your thoughts on this fight and what you thought. Was this? Some people called it boring. I didn't get to see it. Is it boring, or does it have some action? Other than the knockdown, it was boring.
Before I get started on this, I would like to say all you Ryan Garcia swallowers. The B sample came back positive also, so he's a cheater. Shut the heck up.
That's what's his name.
Anyways, yeah. Learn boxing. Real's real. Stop cheating. Anyways, let's get to another cheater, Canelo. Canelo. So Canelo, I'll put it like this. He is the world's best market. Who? Canelo? Who didn't cheat?
Who? Garcia didn't cheat? Is that what you said?
Ryan didn't cheat.
Okay. We'll get to that later. Cheat on the scale, 2 different types of steroids. Sit down. Go back to sleep, actually. You're cranky.
Clubber D. Hold on. Before we go on, Clubber D. Why was this not told before the fight?
Because it was the same day and a day.
Why would they do that?
New boxing fan.
I hate when people say that.
Yeah,
I hate when people ask that.
Because they don't know. They don't know. New boxing fan. When you do VADA, not regular stuff like other organizations like PBC, they don't test their fighters. You get a test sample from the day of, before and after the fight, day of. Those go to a lab. Through the lab, they do their testing. Then you get the results. You will not get the same day testing. You will not get the same day. It's not like you go
to tell you something, man. I think Devin Haney's pissed. I think he knows
he has nothing to do with VADA.
I think
he has nothing to do with VADA.
Even said it too. He said it. Hey, bro, he ain't cheating. There ain't no cheating.
Who said it?
Gervonta Davis. Even
the guy who drained Ryan Garcia. His mortal enemy, and now everybody likes Gervonta Davis. Last fight, y'all didn't like him, but now you like him now because he hates him.
What I'm saying is, if your own enemy is telling you, "Hey, I know how Ryan,"
man, get out of here! Get out of here! He doesn't like Haney. He doesn't like Haney. He's ducking him too. Anyways, back to Canelo. Before I get into this, my problem with Canelo is that everybody knows we want him to fight David Benavidez. And his last fight, he said, when he fought John Ryder in Mexico, he said that I don't want to fight another Mexican. He said that in Mexico. David Benavidez says, I'm half Ecuadorian, find my Ecuadorian side. Then all this nonsense happens where Jaime Munguia, who's only had 2 fights in this weight class, on his 3rd fight, he gets to fight Canelo Alvarez. What I think I said
another
on the show,
Mexican
Omar.
Fighter, right?
Yeah, there you go. Another Mexican fighter.
Oh, okay.
So
I was like, wait a minute.
After the fight, he goes, "This is a win for Mexico," which it is, which is awesome. But how are you gonna say you're not gonna fight another Mexican, but then fight another Mexican, just not
right?
Everybody wants you to fight.
And then he kind of fought De La Hoya up on the podium. But anyway, that's
he's a lot of naughty words. A lot of naughty words right there.
He's another Mexican.
He said a lot of things.
For a guy who said he would never fight another Mexican, he's been having a lot of fights with these Mexicans. So.
When De La Hoya said the steroid thing about Canelo, he got hot. He got mad about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did. Oh yeah, when he said he pissed hot, he was like,
ironic.
You mighty good.
That's all he's been doing lately. He's fighting with Mexicans.
Yeah, so I'll put it like this. Canelo, he fought a smaller guy. Even though he's taller than he fought a smaller guy. And when he gave him that uppercut, I was like, oh, Jesus. Personally, like a lot of people think it's a boring fight, and I kind of think so also because I think he let Munguia survive for 12 rounds. Kind of like he let Charlo, who ran the whole fight, except Munguia was coming forward. He's letting the smaller guys last longer against him. Pause, that sounds wild. That's why I don't want to see the Terrence Crawford that might happen in December.
Reckless.
You know, you got these guys coming up in these weight class. Canelo, only way you're going to stop him is you got to put something on him. And you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Ian. Shout out to Kasazu, a legend in Australia. So the thing about that is,
he don't know crap.
Nah, he don't know crap. You still sleep. You're cranky. Look at wipe your face. You got something right here. You got
Look
something
at
right
right.
here.
Yeah, you got something in your eye,
You
baby.
got it. Anyways,
When Ryan Garcia wins again, I can't wait. Go ahead.
wait a year after suspension.
But,
But anyways,
all right.
He's
so
not getting suspended.
Canelo right now they're already saying that he's going to fight Edward Berlanga, who is WBA mandatory, in September, and nobody wants to see that fight. He was supposed to fight David Morrell, who's the number one contender for the last 4 years, but ducked that fight also. So Canelo's in a weird spot, but his fans still watch him. So I can only, hope for a good fight,
So, Clubber D, I think the obvious follow-up here that all the fans want to ask you, and I know I do, is he has mentioned Benavidez now before the fight and also after the fight. He stared him down. What are the chances we finally see him actually man up and fight Benavidez now that he went back on his word and fought in Mexico?
He ain't gonna do it. Benavidez is already fighting. Benavidez is moving up one weight class up, light heavyweight, to fight on the Gervonta Davis undercard in June. David Morrell is moving up also to fight on that big mega card in Terrence Crawford card in August. So all people that we want to fight is moving up in the division. So Canelo is going to be stuck with Edward Berlanga, the Terrence Crawford fight, Turkish Al-Sheikh, whatever his name is, over in the Middle East. He's going to put up a lot of money to get Canelo to fight under his organization pretty soon. So it's going to be an S show.
So we're never going to see the Benavidez fight, I guess?
Yeah, I doubt it. I wish, I pray. I hope I'm wrong.
Wow.
I'm
a boxing enthusiast. I'm definitely not an expert, but wasn't there something that like mandatory? You have to mandatory. Could that possibly happen, or is because people move around and weight so much that it doesn't really apply as much? Or
Canelo's allowed to have different rules because David Benavidez was a WBC mandatory for the last 3 years. David Morrell was a mandatory for the last 4 years WBA, but Jaime Munguia, who held the WBO belt at 160, was able to move up in 2 fights and fight him to become a mandatory. So he picks and chooses, and these commissions don't petition to make him fight.
There's no punishment for them. What's the point of saying something's mandatory and it's not?
They let him do it because who he is.
These belt commissions, that fancy looking brown belt, which is actually the one behind me, the green one, they made a nice belt for him. The WBC did. They have to petition to make their fighter be his number one contender.
Wow.
They're very hush they were very hush having these guys be the mandatory. So that just tells you how corrupt it is in boxing, where they have they can choose what they want. So it's terrible.
Yeah, corrupt even to corrupt a test maybe. Anyway, so here we go. Let's see. NFL. Let's move on to NFL, guys. About to lose. Instagram.
Wait, hold on. I do have one more question about boxing, if I may.
No, can't.
No.
Okay, let's move on.
All right.
Just kidding. Go ahead, Omar. I'll give you. Go ahead.
No,
Omar.
I just want to follow up because when we talk about Canelo and having the power to fight, whoever he wants and shooing away some people, taking in other people. You mentioned in passing, Clubber D, and I know that we talked about this on our Combat Sports special last Thursday. Thank you, everybody who tuned in. But we talked about this huge boxing match that the Turkish Al-Sheikh is putting on. And he's looking, like you said, to get the Canelo versus Crawford. Now, I know we've talked about this a few times on a few different of our Combat Sports specials, and you do not advocate for Bud doing this because of the difference in weight. So can you explain to the fans your feelings on this and how you feel kind of that would how the match would play out because of that?
I wish that was true, Ian. But Terrence Crawford's going to move up in August. He's moving up to 154. This man started at 135, undisputed at 140, meaning he had all the belts. Undisputed at 147, having all the belts. Now he's trying to get all the belts at 154. Canelo is at 168, okay? When Amir Khan fought Canelo, he fought him at 154, and Amir Khan said Canelo came in like a cruiserweight, weighing damn near 200 pounds. So if he's 147, moving up to 154, he fights that, and then turn around in December, fights Canelo at 168. It's going to be Crawford coming in probably like 165, whatever. Canelo will come in super heavy. Canelo will allow that match to go around 6 rounds, and then he just knocks him out. Too small. He's just too small. Yeah, he's too little. It wouldn't be a good fight.
Okay.
Way too small. Roy Jones moved up to fight heavyweight. Huh?
So he can't carry that weight, you don't think? It's just
he can carry it, but that's your walking around weight. Canelo, he's moving down to get to 168. So it's like Brock Lesnar when he fought UFC. Brock Lesnar walked around 280, 290. He slimmed down to 265, and then we'll fight Randy Couture, who just walks around at 230.
Right.
Well, coming in fight day, he's damn near if you're wrestling somebody who's damn near 300 pounds, you know what I'm saying? Your hits aren't going to really be that effective. You know, good catch, Jake. I saw that. Good job.
Yeah, but to me, it seems like Canelo's naturally a smaller guy. I mean, even though he's kind of compact, he's still
he's compact. He's compact. He's put size on. That's why he fought a light heavyweight. He was going to fight a cruiserweight also, but you know.
Do you see him actually doing that, a cruiserweight, going up that high?
No, they got killers there. He don't want that. He don't want to do that.
I was going to say. I mean, he doesn't seem like
he tried to do it. Right, that champion wasn't that good, but
because there's not a lot of big time boxers at cruiserweight anyway, really.
Well, he doesn't want to fight Bivol or Beterbiev at 175, the next weight class up. He doesn't want to fight any of them. So
is it middleweight?
It'll be a light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight,
yeah. Like
so,
the best.
You don't see him going up that high?
I'm sorry.
You don't see him going up to light heavy?
Nah, not with. He's not going to fight Bivol again or Beterbiev. He doesn't want that.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so
one last thing, Flo.
Yeah, go ahead.
All Mexican American fans that love boxing, please follow Virgil Ortiz. This man is 21-0 with 21 knockouts. He's going to fight Tim Tszyu, Costa Tszyu's son, on James Crawford undercard.
Who's that?
One of the best fighters out right now. Don't follow Ryan Garcia. Follow Virgil Ortiz, a real fighter. That's all I got. That's all I got. Take that.
All right. So there was So there was speaking of NFL, there was this past weekend, or I think it was on the weekend. Tom Brady got roasted over the weekend.
Yeah,
I know Omar probably enjoyed that a little bit. I don't know. Did you guys see some of this roasting?
Yeah.
A lot of former Patriots were there. Randy Moss, Edelman, Robert Kraft was there. Even Bill Belichick made an appearance.
Kevin Hart, a lot of heavyweights with them, man.
Yeah, let's watch. I mean, we'll just watch a little of it because I got a little of it here. Just tell me if it comes on and you can hear it. Can you hear it?
No.
Can you hear it?
Did you share with sound? No. Did you share with sound?
Okay.
No.
Don't worry.
Oh, look at those websites.
You should be able to share with sound.
Okay.
I got about 46 minutes left.
Oh my God!
No worries. But did you have a favorite one that you saw, Omar? I know you're a big Tom Brady fan. Was there something that really got you? As far as just talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, you know what? I was a huge fan of watching a whole bunch of cheaters walk around the stage admitting how much they cheated during their careers in order to get their championship.
They're joking.
Bill Belichick's a cheater. Tom Brady is the biggest cheater of all. He sucks. They all suck. The Illuminati got him to his championships. It's over. It's done with. You know what? Take all these cheaters, take them out back.
Ooh, I had to beep you there, Omar.
I thought it was just a self-freeze right there. I thought it was.
Apparently, Omar. Okay, wow.
The definition of Omar looked like he's on the show Cops from the 90s. Like,
yeah.
Oh, Dan, you haven't said nothing in a while. Did you see this? Did you see a favorite piece of this roast?
No, I was saying it was pretty cool, man. I got to see Kevin Hart say a few jokes. Even what's his name? Manning got up there and said something about the championships or something, Thanksgiving. Right. And there was this one guy, he said something about Robert Kraft and Tom Brady giving each other massages, some kind of homosexual tendency or gay tendency. And then Tom Brady went up to the stage and said something crazy to that one guy, but I can't remember his name though.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Jeff Ross.
Jeff Ross, yeah.
Oh yeah,
he went up and told Jeff Ross
Omar said his name,
not to say that again.
Yeah, he didn't want him to say nothing about Kraft. Yeah, he didn't mind him getting roasted, but he didn't want nothing to say about Kraft. He didn't like that.
Whatever.
What do you think?
A roast.
Did you have one? I know. Did you have something, Jake? A favorite joke?
You know what I got from it? and I can't wait to laugh at people. I think, honestly, the winner in this all was Bill Belichick. And let me tell you what.
Okay, that's fair.
He got roasted, and he accepted the roast. Everybody sees him as this uptight guy,
Grumpy guy.
Nobody wants to deal with him. He was laughing it up.
Yeah.
I think right there, seeing that live shows me more than ever why next year he will more than likely be back in the NFL as a head coach.
Okay.
And I'm so glad to see that, because that's the greatest head coach of all time. And I hate that we are not seeing a season without Bill Belichick. It's embarrassing right now that the NFL has us practically not.
Omar likes to call him Bill Belichick. But Omar,
Bill Belichick.
Clubber D, what do you think? Was this possibly maybe? I mean, he says he liked to see him there because everybody looks at him as a grumpy old guy. Was this kind of strategic maybe by Bill Belichick? Be there, laughing at himself, having a good time, and not looking so serious and so,
Well, I mean, I've heard, but before, even when he was a coach, I've heard he's kind of.
We lost Instagram, guys. So.
Holla Instagram. I've heard even when he was a coach, he wasn't that bad of a guy. You know what I'm saying? It's just that persona that he had to keep up dealing with those annoying reporters. But when I watched it, me and my brother watched this, and it's about about 15 minutes left in this special. But from what I saw, Drew Bledsoe wasn't bad for going up there talking like that.
Okay.
I would say when Tony, after Dana White did his little thing and killed Tony from Tony Hinchcliffe from his podcast, when he roasted everybody and said some funny stuff, like he said some old school jokes that need to still be said. I thought he went through the whole row. Glazer, she wasn't bad. I never thought was a big fan of hers, but she was pretty funny. Tom Segura and Burt Kreischer, they were all right. I think it was more just the videos they showed, the pictures. But all in all, I think it's pretty cool, very fun for Netflix to do something like that. Because it looks like they're dabbling more in the comedy with live stuff like that Chris Rock one and the Cat Williams they had not so long ago. So they're starting to dabble in the sports. Was there a favorite guy that went up, or a favorite joke, or a favorite person and roasted? Probably Tony Hinchcliffe when he just went through the whole line when he talked about or no, I'll take that back. It will be Kevin Hart when he said Randy Moss had I forgot what he said about his outfit. He basically got on Randy Moss's outfit. That was pretty funny. Looks like a used car salesman or something like that. Oh yeah. From the one black guy in West Virginia too was pretty good too. Yeah. Who's that female? She was pretty funny too. She had some funny jokes too. Oh, Sam J. Yeah. She's the blonde female. Yeah, she was kind of funny too. She had Glazer. Yeah. So yeah, it was fun. Let us know what you think. What was your best joke? I mean, apparently Tom Brady says, like you said, Omar, he used a bunch of cheers, but I mean, they're making fun of themselves. I don't know if this is necessarily a confession. People were saying he confessed that he deflated footballs.
I mean, we didn't need a confession. Everybody knew it happened anyways. He's just telling what everybody knows. He wasn't lying.
Okay.
When powerful people speak, you listen because they're telling you the damn truth.
Oh, they're trying to tell you something, huh? Okay. All right. So another NFL tidbit. Of course, the NFL schedule was released. We know who's playing who in games, but we don't know the exact, who's on Thursday night. Sometime yeah, it'll be released next week sometime, but we kind of know more or less who's playing who, and so there's some strength of schedule stuff that came out. The teams with the easiest schedules apparently are the Falcons, the Chargers, the Bears, the Jets, and the Saints. So they have the easiest schedule coming up, which fares good for the Jets as Aaron Rodgers is coming back, and then the toughest schedules. And we'll put it up on the screen what we have here, but were the Steelers. They had number one. Some people had the Browns, and then the Patriots going to get a tough schedule, the Ravens, and the Minnesota Vikings. Let me see if I can bring it up here. No sound on this one, so we should be fine. Okay, here we go. All right.
Yeah, I don't.
So there's your strength of schedule there. You see Atlanta up here in the green. They've got the easiest ones. Ken, your thought on this strength of schedule? This is
a big old gap between Atlanta and the Chargers.
That's one thing.
Yeah, really easy schedule. What's your initial thoughts on this canteen on the strength of schedule and Atlanta being number one as far as easiest schedule?
I mean, what this is really projecting to me, first of all, if Atlanta has the easiest schedule, they shouldn't have any issues winning the NFC South and then having a really, really great year. Only thing I propose for them, I'm wondering if Kirk Cousins is really going to show up and play with all the skill players that he got, Algier, he got Drake London, he got Kyle Pitts, so he got everybody that he needs. But what if he doesn't show up to play? What if he doesn't come to play? Are they really going to throw Phoenix in fire like that, or what will Atlanta do?
Right.
I'm happy to see where the.
Yeah, I don't think they put in Penix right away. I think they give Cousins pretty a long leash because you don't want to put the rookie too soon. But go ahead, Cam.
I'm happy to see where the Bengals are. I think the Bengals will have a turnaround year. I actually saw today where Joe Burrow is coming back. He's throwing, he's moving around a little bit. Everybody's getting ready for the OTAs and stuff as well. Now scroll down a little bit, Flo, so I can see. Okay, Dallas. Okay, and who has the hardest schedule? The Steelers.
It's either Pittsburgh, but some people have the Browns. So it's a variance, but those three teams there at the bottom are probably the toughest schedules. You know, so you have the Browns as a.
Now, out of those bottom 3 or 4, I don't really foresee New England having a great season anyway, but I think it's going to be a really, really tight race in the AFC North, man. When you got the Bengals, you got the Bengals, you got the Browns, and you got Pittsburgh.
Right.
So, and because I mean, last year it was tight across the board for them, but overall, I think the strength of schedule looks good.
Okay, so Omar, Professor, what are your first initial thoughts? Anything that stands out to you that this will help or hurt or anything? I know your Raiders are they have a pretty tough schedule down here towards the bottom. Any initial thoughts as we see this?
Yeah, I can see it, and I'm not going to take much time here because I want to talk about something else real quick. But shout out my brother, Derek Clubs, D Clubs, the Ridge.
I'm looking at him right now.
And he's a Raiders fan as well. He's a Raiders fan as well, so I hope he can hear me. But yeah, we always have a tough schedule. We always have.
I'm glad he's okay. I'm glad he didn't get hurt with that TikTok. Shout out to him.
Yeah, was that TikTok where
he was trying to take a picture of the Nats stadium right next to the Audi Field where we watched the Defenders game, and he got to put on that pillar. I was like, all right, get your ass busted. You know, you fall down. Us 40 plus folks. You know, you fall through.
Yeah.
That's all
right. I'm just glad. I'm glad he didn't get hurt. That's all. All right, go ahead, Omar. Go ahead. Are you done?
No, I just want to take 1 second really quick. I ran across this. I know this has nothing to do with sports right now, but I ran across this crazy live stream earlier today. I was reading through my news emails, and there was a live stream on the peregrine falcons, and they have a live stream of a peregrine falcon nest, and all day I have been waiting to see the mother bring back food and feed it to the babies. And I only saw the mother come once, and it brought some leaves and some sticks and stuff, but didn't feed them. I'm like, man, you've been leaving these babies with no food now. I'm only checking every once in a while, so I might have missed some things here and there. But I just saw the circle of life, y'all. For the past 10 minutes, the falcon mother had killed a bird, brought it back, and started ripping it apart and feeding it to the baby birds. Cannibalism at its finest. I don't know if I'm I feel a little I'm traumatized, but I'm kind of wow. And now this bird's about to take his first flight. I feel like part of nature right now, and I just wanted to shout that out.
All right. Thanks, Omar. Thanks for sharing that. Any other weird stories you want to share, Clubber? Non-sports stories that you want to interrupt the flow of the show?
Yeah, that's called circle of life. That's called nature.
That's been happening for thousands of years.
It was crazy though. It was just
eat little alligators,
literally happening of years, Omar. So what do you think? Any initial thoughts here as you look at this strength of schedule that stands out to you, or right away?
Oh, me? Oh, okay. What I'll say is, I look at my division. Out of all the divisions, we're the only ones that right in a row. So I know we play. Who we play? Dog, I forgot what AFC division we play, but I guess since where we finished, we all of our teams are kind of jumbled right there in the middle. So there's no real separation. We look at the Bengals, who finished last in their division. They're way in the back there because they play all the last place teams. And you look at the Ravens. So with anybody, when I look at this strength of schedule, the Bengals have the best option to win that division because they'll have an easier schedule than their their constituents in their own division. So that's one thing that shoots out to me.
The Bengals definitely. Yeah. I think they had the benefit of the doubt. Also, I think maybe when Joe Burrow came back the first time from his injury, they had a similar thing happen. I think when they went to the Super Bowl that year.
And CJ Stroud's with the Texas being down there, we kind of see what they're made of as well.
Yeah, so that's true. All right, Jake, any thoughts on the strength of schedule? Anything that stands out to you? I see the Broncos have a pretty decent.
By the way, you're playing the East. AFC
the
East.
Gotcha. Thank you.
The 49ers play the
Yeah.
East. Yeah.
I feel real good. I know we played the NFC South, which is the worst division in the NFC, the whole entire
that's
NFC
good.
conference. And then we do have the AFC North. So we do got a tough AFC North. We got to face probably the best division with us. So I'm not worried at all. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I think we found our future quarterback for the next 15 years. Bo Nix, the mother trucking fix. He's here
He'll be 45.
Bo knows best. Huh?
Do you think with that tough schedule, a rookie's really going to do well? You have a
30, he's like Chris Winkie. He's 30 years old.
Here's the difference between what Bo Nix is and what every other quarterback is right now. Bo Nix is very experienced, and he knows what to do.
He's super senior.
He's the next Drew Brees / Aaron Rodgers. I see much more out of him because I see multiple rings in his future. Instead of just one that they both have gotten in their careers, I see multiple. But all in all, I don't believe there's a championship ring at the end of next season because I think it is going to be Bo Nix's first year. But
again.
With this, I do see the Bengals with that easy schedule. I do believe Joe Burrow will come back better than ever. He will finally win his first championship, and I'm guessing right now, and I've said it before, guys, I think it's going to be the Bengals versus the Packers in the Super Bowl next year. So we're going to have a great Super Bowl. I could see that.
I could see that.
The Packers are the best team in the
I like the Packers. They have that potential.
Here we go.
If Burrow can stay healthy, that's a good pick.
This is for anybody out there, but what do you see? He's going to take a step back, most likely to.
I believe the Browns are very, very. You see that the Browns will fall down, and I think the Steelers will as well because I think they got a bad quarterback in play.
Okay. So both of them will miss the playoffs, you're saying, Jim?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Anybody else see may end up struggling that made the playoffs last year, guys? Anybody who wants to jump in? If not, that's fine. We don't have to make it. I'm just curious.
I see you, Ian. I see.
I'm eager to see what the NFC South does. Who's going to be coming out of that? Because on paper, you think that since every other team's not that great,
right?
That the Buccaneers might do it again. But I really want to see the Panthers if it's going to be a long another 5 whatever years before they get to that level again.
Right.
Yeah. The clock is it's ticking.
Not only that, Clover D, they're not talking about the Saints, man.
I was just about to bring them up. Yep, just about to bring that up.
Should have actually won that division last year.
Yep.
Without injuries and stuff like that, that was their division. I don't believe in the Falcons. I'm sorry. Kirk Cousins is trash.
Go ahead.
Another thing I was going to say, look at Chicago's got one of the weakest schedules. That fares well for Caleb as he goes in his rookie year, and he's got weapons unlike Fields last year, so he probably will have a pretty decent year, I would think. Having an easier schedule coming into your rookie year, I think that Chicago could make some noise there because of their schedule, and they may, challenge that division maybe just because of their schedule. So you look at Green Bay's is way down here.
It's them.
I'll be done in a little bit.
The Lions bounce back, and if the coach will not gamble as much, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Campbell, man, that dude will be
gamble. He could be,
gambling,
a lot better. And Green Bay's has potential, but their coach is kind of stuck in a certain
can't
get over the hump. So that's really depending on coaching for those two teams.
All right, let us know what you think of the things to schedule. Appreciate everybody in the comments and everybody. Clover D's brother says the Bills are done. I said that last year. Their window was closing and probably closed. So, but anyway, Omar had him in the Super Bowl.
And
but anyway,
Cowboys. Don't try to act like Cowboys. You didn't say the Cowboys either. Don't try to get away with that.
What are you talking about?
Omar had the Cowboys too.
Oh, he did have the Cowboys. I didn't have him. I thought you said me. I thought you were telling me.
I did. I had the Bills.
He
was kissing butt.
Made the playoffs.
Show.
You both made the playoffs. That's not true at all.
He was sucking up.
Oh, wow.
That's not true. That's not true.
He was being honest.
That's blasphemous. That's blasphemous.
All right, so let's move on to the NBA. A couple of games, a couple of series have barely started. Man, the series so far of the next round that everybody's talking about is the T-Wolves go up 2-0 on the defending champs, the Nuggets.
They look good.
Ooh, go around the horn. I'll go Canteen and just go around the horn there, clockwise there. Man, can the Nuggets get back into the series, or is it over? Of course, also throw another wrench in there. Come on, throw a towel and a heating pad on the court. Possible suspensions, at least fines. We don't know, but anyway, go ahead, Ken. What do you think?
They already said it's just $100,000 fine. That's it.
Okay, they brought it up. Okay, go ahead, Ken.
It'll go 5 games. 5.
Okay.
The Nuggets will squeeze one, but it's crazy how they got held at 80 points last night.
Right.
80 points. Your champions.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, Jokic, they got to pull it together, man. They got to get it together quick.
So it's not over, but it could be over if they don't do something in game 3.
If they don't win, they got to win tomorrow night. They need to go. They need to go roll into what's name and win, man. If they don't, they're in trouble. They're in deep trouble, man. Anthony Edwards that kid is a beast, man.
Oh yeah,
he's a beast. Yeah. He's a beast. I mean, he just what can you say?
Hey, speaking of Michael Jordan, second coming of Michael Jordan that Jake likes to bring up. I think this is actually the second coming of Michael Jordan here with Anthony Edwards. That's closer to than Jimmy Buckets is. But anyway, so Omar, what do you think? Looks like Jamal Murray is also compromised with that calf. We know how bad. I mean, if anybody's had a calf injury or pull or calves, man, they can really, be detrimental to you. You're not going to get any better by playing. So he's obviously not going to get any better. So, what do you think, Omar? Is this over, or do the Nuggets still have a chance to get back into this series?
Oh man, it's not looking good for the defending champs, gentlemen. The Nuggets were my pick, but I'll tell you this right now. When I was looking at the Nuggets in the last series, to me, I was thinking, man, maybe they're just not turning it on yet because they have too good a chemistry to be playing at down to their opponent, which is what they did, even though they won in 5 games. And so I was like, okay, they're going to turn it on against the Wolves. And I think that I thought at first it would go 7, but then I was like, no, I think the Nuggets have enough good chemistry and enough experience. Wolves are still a little young. I figured the Nuggets will win in 6. But what we are seeing, gentlemen, is a complete dismantling of the defending champions. The Wolves are young. The Wolves are hungry, and they play defense. And as was mentioned earlier by you, Flo, they are playing team defense. And they are led by the future face of the NBA, Anthony Edwards. This team is young, this team is hungry, and this team matches up well with the Nuggets at every single position. Okay? And so think about this. This is the biggest point that I have to make about this. The first game, they lost when Jokic had to deal with Gobert, which is already a bad matchup for them, right? But then you have Mike Conley, you got Jamal Murray, James McDaniels, Michael Porter, all long, all athletic, right? But then Rudy Gobert, the defensive player of the year, who was announced today as the defensive player of the year, was out for game 2 because he had a child. Congrats for the child. And all that happened was Naz Reid came in and treated Jokic like his stepchild. That was a good floppy, Jokic and Murray only had to come back 24 points. What was that?
That was a good floppy did for get Jokic's second foul. That was good.
Oh yeah.
He got hit in the face.
But he was like blocking. He was blocking his shots. He was doing. They were making them work.
That was LeBron-esque.
Flop master.
So that's what I got to say about that. I think they're done. I think they're done. When you see the Nuggets in disarray, everybody's yelling, everybody's doing this and doing that. Murray's throwing heat packs. It's done. They're done.
All right. One quick question for you, Omar. I don't think it's over yet, but I think the Nuggets still have a chance. But as you're watching this, I think one of these two teams will be in the finals. Would you rather play the Nuggets come back and win and play them, or would you rather play the T-Wolves at this point? Omar, since we all feel that the Celtics.
Yeah, I mean.
Who would you be more afraid of there?
Before this series, I would have said the Nuggets. But after seeing the team defense that the Timberwolves have and knowing that they have Gobert in the middle,
Cover up. Cover
What?
up.
You can't hear me?
You're like
What?
doing
No.
we're doing this weird stuff. I don't know what you're doing with the mic, but
I don't know.
like you're swallowing your mic. Mr.
All right,
Swallows.
we'll try this. Is this better?
Hey yo,
Wow, that is reckless as hell, Flo. What are you doing, man?
I don't know, but I didn't mean it that way.
Oh my god.
Calm down.
Oh
That was
my
Hey,
god.
yo.
What is that?
anyway.
Hey,
Hey,
That was, you know me.
yo.
I
Hey.
didn't sound like you were eating your mic. That's weird.
hey.
All right, does it? Okay, wow.
Jesus, please.
Does it sound better now? Does it sound better
It's
now?
better. Yeah. All right, come on. Let's just
Okay.
go to Clubber D, man. This is crazy.
Yes,
Anyway,
please go to
let's go
cover.
to Clubber D. What do you think? Are the Nuggets done, or can they still get back, kind of crawl their way back?
Before I even, my brother's listening right now on his phone,
Okay.
and he was just cutting up on Omar, saying he had like a Snapchat filter of Bel Air Rich Project, you know, because the 90s album cover. He was just... But anyways, I'll say this: when y'all ask
Wait,
me,
what did I do?
it's not you, it's the equipment. But he said that.
Hey, hold on, Clubber D. By the way, hey, please donate to the show. We need to get Omar some real equipment.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, go ahead, Clubber.
He had a Polaroid when I was down there in Nashville. He had a Polaroid live streaming from a Polaroid camera. I was like, "What are you doing? That works." He hot wired it. I don't know what he did, but I would say this: when you asked me when I was on and you asked about the Suns and the Wolves, I thought we would win one game, but the Wolves would win. And I said the Wolves will take that next step, and that's exactly what I thought they'd do. And the whole Jordan and Anthony Edwards thing, I saw Cameron posted something on. Stupid. Whoops.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what that means, but
his video on that constant rainy
Oh,
day.
okay.
Video quality.
Oh,
But,
okay, anyway, go ahead.
I would say this. They show Jordan and Anthony Edwards' stats at age 22. And
Right.
I don't like it because I think it should be Anthony Edwards. That's it. I don't want to compare to nobody. I want him to be the next Anthony Edwards. And I know it's easy to compare. I prefer he's more new age, so I would say more like a Kobe-esque because he wants the ball and he's gonna take the game over. He can dunk on you. He's developed his shot. He can cross you up. He had Jackson on both knees on bended knee yesterday, trying to steal, crossing him up. So I love what I see out of Anthony.
That was hilarious.
And he pointed at him.
That's fair, but I feel like the Michael Jordan comparison is fair just because he does play both ways. I mean, what his best highlight
was wax on, wax off on that
in the
floor.
regular season was a
Mr.
block.
Miyagi.
You know,
right.
Mr. Miyagi need that floor. He
plays so well both ways. You know, Michael Jordan won Defensive Player of the Year and Offensive Player in the same season, and so I think it's fair. I think the only unfair thing is that Anthony Edwards did it in reverse, where Michael didn't have a team yet. He didn't have his Robin. Anthony Edwards came in having that other guy with him and having a team. So he has a team now much earlier than Michael Jordan would have. But I think the comparisons are fair because that's what people are going to do. They're going to
I just don't. I'm not a fan of comparing all the time. I get it, but I do it more because he has the same attributes as physical attributes as Michael Jordan and a Kobe type. And it shows you what type of person Anthony Towns is because he's been there before and it wasn't his team. Anthony Edwards came in and he's the alpha. It's like, nah, this is my team. You, Rudy, get in the back. You know.
So are you saying the Nuggets still have a chance, or in your eyes it's over?
The way they lost last night, I literally saw the first quarter, took a shower, walked out to watch the second quarter, see if I'd stay up a little bit, and it was already getting out of hand. I said, I'm going to bed. So I don't think so.
Right. Okay. You think it's over?
And again, that's the thing, Flo. They got blown out without their Defensive Player of the Year. He was out, and they still blew him out by 30. Like
that's fair. But they play a lot better. They play really good team defense. They have number one defense, and I don't think it's just because of Gobert. I think he's a piece of that. So go ahead, Jake.
I think the Nuggets are done. I think I like what Omar said. I think they're waving the white flag the way Drake is waving the white flag at Kendrick.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
In the end, I think they are really struggling it up, and I think they know it's over. To lose both games in Denver really is a slap in the face.
Yeah, at home.
It's humiliating, and they're starting to see it. You know, I think that in one reason, they thought, if you heard Mike Malone, he thought this was the next dynasty. So how quickly dynasties fade so fast, you see it. I mean, this Minnesota team does not look like they're not trying to play at all. And what I love the most is Anthony Edwards at the end of the game during his press conference. He said, "I know they're going to come to 100 times at us. I care less. We're going to beat them again."
I might buy his shoes. I might buy his shoes.
He has no worry at all. He is just focused. They're not letting Jamal Murray even breathe on that court. 94 feet locked down.
Yeah.
Yep.
They
sure are. Yep.
To be fair, I think a lot of it has to do with he is injured, and I think that has a lot to do with it. But they definitely, I think they still would be playing them really, really good and tight. I think they would be. I don't know if they'd be up 2-0. They'd probably be 1-1 at the very least, the way they played, even if the Nuggets were full strength. I think Jamal Murray is key to this series because he's kind of that Robin to Joker's Batman, or however you want to say it. But this is going to come down to Joker's just going to have to be, and usually we've seen this in the past, when Joker is the main scorer, when he takes a lot of shots, they struggle. The Nuggets struggle. They need that second guy. So I don't know if there's a second guy that can step up besides Jamal Murray. Him being injured, he's not going to get better during this series. So when they need some more help from one of these other guys, whether it be Porter Jr. or what's the other guy? Can't remember his name now.
Who are you talking about? Caldwell Post you're talking about?
Caldwell Post.
The other guy.
Jackson?
Light-skinned guy. I don't remember his name.
All guy. Mexican guy.
Light-skinned. Yeah, he plays defense. He won the slam dunk contest.
Oh, Jordan?
No, on the Nuggets team.
Oh, Porter?
Never mind.
No, you're talking about Aaron Gordon. You had
Aaron Gordon. Yeah, Aaron Gordon. I can't remember his name. Yeah, but anyway.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
him and Porter Jr. both have to step up, I think, and without Jamal Murray being fully healthy. They're both going to have to step up their games, especially on the offensive side. I think the Nuggets aren't done. I think they'll be done if they lose Game 3. I think if they get Game 3 under their belt, I think they'll give them a little bit of momentum. I don't know if I think they have to win both games for them to really get back into the series. That's the hard part. So if they win Game 3, I think they have a shot to crawl back in. But then you've got to win Game 4 after that. So it's going to be a slow crawl, but that starts with winning Game 3. And as we see, the Celtics have beaten the Cavaliers
by 25, baby.
So what do you think, Can? Let's talk about this series. It shouldn't take too long, but do the Cavs have a shot at beating the Celtics?
None at all. Sweep. Bring the brooms out.
Okay,
None.
So it's a sweep. It's a sweep.
Easy.
We know what Omar thinks. What do you think, Bubba? Is this a sweep, or do you think the Cavs have a shot at least pulling out a game or two, make it interesting?
Just because it's Boston, I think they'll get at least one.
Okay,
it'll be close. Just to get the Boston fans a little riled up and get New York fans to talk some more S.
Okay.
I would say Cleveland might get one. Because if the Knicks sweep and they win before Boston does, those fans will be talking so much trash, it's gonna go to their heads.
Right.
So I'm thinking Boston should sweep, but I wouldn't be. I would say Cleveland get one.
Cleveland get one. What do you think, Jake? Is this a sweep by the?
This is why I say that the Celtics have the easiest road ever.
Oh, come on, you had to lose
the bum Cavaliers and get a free dub. Congrats! It's ridiculous.
So to be
I
a
don't pay
sweep,
attention to you anymore.
you think it's a sweep?
Ridiculous. It should be a sweep. If it's not, I'd be embarrassed for them. This game shouldn't even go. They should win it 3. This is how bad this is. They shouldn't even show up for the 4th game. Sorry. I'm calling a spade a spade.
All right, show's done. No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I showed you some dinner here. Oh.
And the other game is on now too.
You don't want to see this. All right. So here we go. I think I'm with Clever. I think they're going to pull out one game, try and make it interesting. I think it'd be more interesting if they could pull out one in Boston. That would get everybody talking. So I think if they could pull one out, that would really make it interesting. But I see the Celtics winning this fairly easily. I told y'all about the frisky Knicks, and I think they're going to be in there with the Celtics. And speaking of them, what about, is this going to be another classic series, Can? We know that the Pacers and Knicks have had a lot of big classic series.
Good brawls, man. You want to go back
with Patrick Ewing and
John
Reggie
Starks.
Miller.
You got Reggie Miller.
Right. Yeah. So what do you think? Is this going to be one of those classic series, or you think the Knicks kind of finish this off in 4 or 5?
It'll go 6. Knicks and 6. Knicks and 6.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why do you think the Knicks in 6 instead of 5?
Make it interesting. Break
Just
up
to
the
make-
monotony a little bit.
Okay.
I think what's name had a phenomenal game. I like him a lot. Brunson, I like him a lot. He's a great kid. He played really, really good. But I think the Pacers may give him a little run for the money. And then they got to keep it interesting so we can kind of push everything out to June.
Well, yeah, we want to make it interesting, Canteen, but
you know what I'm saying?
Omar,
What I'm saying is, how the NBA they want to make it
oh,
interesting.
you think the NBA is going to make it interesting?
Come on, man. You know all this stuff, Reed.
Wow.
It's all.
Well, they didn't make that Lakers series interesting. What happened there? I mean, that would have been more interesting to have them go 7. I don't know about that. What up, Nick Omar? What's the key for the Pacers to make this interesting and to extend this maybe to 6 games at least?
I mean, I think they can extend it to 6. I like their team. They're a good young team with Halliburton and Pascal Siakam and the other players there. But I do think the Knicks are the superior team, even without Julius Randle. And as was mentioned by Canteen, Jalen Brunson is turning into one of the faces of the league in our eyes, in front of our eyes as well. If you think that Anthony Edwards is one of those faces, Jalen Brunson is going to be the other face. Let me give you a couple professor stats here for the fun times. So Jalen Brunson is the 5th player in NBA history to record 30 points and 5 assists in 5 consecutive games, joining Oscar Robertson, Kobe Bryant, MJ, and LeBron. If you up that to 35 points and 5 assists in 4 consecutive games, you only get Michael Jordan and LeBron James and Jalen Brunson. And if you look at consecutive four consecutive playoff games of 40 more points, there are only 2 players on that list: Michael Jordan and Jalen Brunson. So what Jalen Brunson is doing is, what was that?
I thought Bernard King was on that list.
No, 40 points 4 games in a row?
Yeah.
No, Michael Jordan and Jalen Brunson.
Look that up again, Omar. But anyway, I thought
I will have to. Anyways, it doesn't matter right now.
Regular season, that'd probably be the difference.
No, it's playoffs.
Yeah, I'm talking about. Okay, all right. Well, I'll take your word on it. It doesn't matter.
I thought I saw that somewhere. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to diminish what you're saying.
No, you're fine. What I'm saying though is that Jalen Brunson is doing historic things.
Right.
That's what I'm saying, and he is going to power the Knicks to the conference championship. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. If we don't have Porzingis, I'm a little scared of what the Knicks bring to the table. So
I told you about the Knicks. I told you. Now I've been saying Jalen Brunson, DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, and Anunoby are something to be reckoned with. They even got Hartenstein in there, who does pretty well at center. Clubber, what do you think here? Can the Pacers make this interesting, or will basically this be a close sweep like the Lakers game, where the games are close, but the Knicks end up pulling out, maybe in 5 games, gentlemen sweep?
Well, Mr. Halliburton needs to open the briefcase and score more than 6 points if the Pacers want to do something.
Right.
He needs to conjure up Rick Smith, the Davis brothers, Mark Jackson, Reggie Miller. He needs to conjure up all that and start scoring and not just be a bystander. I will say, I don't like when the refs get involved, because that screen reminded me of the LSU versus Iowa women's game.
Yes.
And the phantom kick ball too at the end of the game. It was a phantom kick ball.
Get these refs out.
You don't call that.
The refs don't need to be in the game to kind of don't assert yourself at that point in a game like this. So just don't call that.
No.
And DiVincenzo, I get this game fly.
I mean, it'd have been fair, Clubber, I think, if they'd have been calling it that way the whole game. But
true.
Right, they didn't, and it doesn't matter because, like Clubber D said, they did that in the women's game too. You can't call these fouls when it's this late in the game and it's in the crunch time, and you're calling fouls that could subjective fouls. Sorry,
they call it playoff basketball for a reason. Let's just keep that consistency for every game. But I'd say this: Brunson is doing, he's phenomenal right now. Like I love seeing what he's doing because it just, I wonder how they would have been if the Julius Randle would have played also. But my thing is this: I love what the Knicks did, but can they do this when Halliburton has a semi-good game. Not a great game, but semi-good. 6 points is a terrible game coming from somebody like Halliburton. So I'm on the fence. I don't know if it's fool's gold or if it's just this is who the Knicks are. The Pacers had an off night.
Right.
I like what I'm saying. I think this game's gonna go. I think it goes 7. To be honest with you,
I think it goes 7. Wow, so it'll be one of those classic matchups, Pacers-Knicks matchups.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jake? Is this gonna be a close gentleman's sweep, or can the Pacers extend this out to 7?
I'm honestly thinking that I think the Pacers will end up winning this series.
Whoa!
Oh my God. And let me tell you why. Jalen Brunson's good. Here's the thing about him. He's very streaky to me. Very streaky.
That's more streaky games in a row.
Let me tell you something. If I'm picking between Brunson and Halliburton, I'm taking Halliburton. And I think in the next coming days, whenever we get back on this pod next Tuesday, you will see a difference in what the Pacers do to him. Because if I'm the Pacers, I don't let Jalen Brunson beat me. I want to see all those bums around him beat me as well.
That's what you need.
And that's what you do to them. So I got Pacers. Pacers come back.
I agree with that. The defense that the Pacers did last night on the last possession of the game when they focused everything on Brunson and Josh Hart had to try to move around with the ball. That was what they need to do. Jake is right. If they want to win, they have to take Brunson out of the game.
Yeah. I kind of agree with Clubber. I think this is going to go 7, one of those classic matchups. I like Siakam and Nesmith plays good defense. Halliburton, like you said, has to get it going somehow, some way. He can't give him that kind of game. You had Miles Turner, I think, was the leading scorer for the Pacers, and so that can't be the case. I think Halliburton will get it turned around. I think they are very Brunson dependent for him to score 40 points. I don't think Brunson can keep that pace up. I think he can play well, but I don't know if he can keep up 40-point games and then they win by 3 points. So I think that's why Brunson's going to have an off game and maybe only have 29 points, 28, 30, and it's gonna offset a little bit. And I think this turns out being a 7-game series. But I think in the end, the Knicks still pull it out, and Brunson wins it in the end somehow and pulls out a strong, hard-fought 7-game series, and it softens them up for Omar Celtics, which will probably sweep or do the Cavs. So they'll be well rested for this series. So don't be afraid, Omar. The Knicks will probably be in a long, hot series. All right. So let's talk about one more real quick. The Mavericks end up coming in and beating the Clippers, and they're going to play the Thunder. What do you see this Canteen? Can the Thunder keep going? The number 1 seed. They've played well. They dispatched the Pelicans without Zion, of course. Are the Mavericks going to be a challenge for them, or do you see this as an easy win for the number 1 seed Thunder?
No, I think it'll be a little bit challenging, man.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, the Mavericks, I think this series will probably go 6 games.
Okay. A good series.
That's what I feel, bro. 6 games. The Thunder, they're young, man. They got a lot of vibrant energy, man. Those guys, they look really, really good. But I think the Mavericks may clip them tonight. The Mavericks might get them on game 1 tonight.
So you like the Kyrie, Jokic, or Doncic combination? Yeah. You think that's going to give them a little bit of a hard time? And okay,
I think they'll spice it up a little bit tonight, man.
So Ken thinks it's going to go 6 games with the Thunder winning, right? And what do you think, Omar? Can the Mavs overcome the Thunder, or the Thunder just too good, or the Thunder too young? Are they not there yet?
Yeah, I think the Thunder have been playing over their heads so far. Yes, they have a really good young team.
Wow.
I mentioned earlier the aforementioned SGA is going to be an MVP in this league. Chet Holmgren, if it wasn't for Wembanyama, would have been the Rookie of the Year and would have last year had he not gotten injured. I think the Thunder have an amazing team. I think they're going to be awesome in the future. They even have Luguentz Dort, who Chiney Ogumake on ESPN has named the Dorcher Chamber because of the defense that he plays on everybody, and he is going to lock. He is going to try to lock Doncic up. The problem is that Doncic in the regular season actually had good games both times that he played the Thunder, with over 25 points and over 5 assists. So we'll see what happens. Again, I think you got 2 really good young players in the Thunder on home game to SGA, and then you got 2 experienced. I know you can call Doncic a veteran at this point. That are really, really great players, right? All NBA level players, and I feel that experience of these 2 All NBA players outweighs the youngness, as you mentioned, right? The youth, the inexperience of the Thunder.
Right. Okay, Clever. What do you think? Can the Mavs make a run at this, winning this and going for the Western Conference Championship? Or is SGA and Josh Giddey and the young Chet Holmgren, like Omar said, are they young, but do they have enough to push through and get it to the Western Conference Championship?
Can't say Josh Giddey and young. Those words got to be too.
Please don't do that. Please don't do
that. And other elders.
Can't say Josh Giddey is young.
Oh no, I will tell you later.
No, don't do it again. You're gonna get us canceled. You're gonna get us canceled.
Yeah.
It's like he's 21. What are you talking about?
Well, he doesn't like girls that age. But anyways,
wow.
I'll put it like this. I like
allegedly
the Thunder.
Allegedly.
Strong evidence. I like the Thunder. I like. I'm a fan of these small market teams or just other teams in general getting to that next level.
Okay.
I don't think they could beat the Mavs, though. I want them to win. I want to be the Timberwolves and Thunder so bad.
Right.
I just don't think they're ready yet to get to that level. Okay. And Luka's kind of been there, and Kyrie's he's got championships, so they've kind of been there. They've got that veteran leadership, a presence. That's not on the Thunder.
Right.
So I just don't. I think this will be a 6-game series. You know, I think the
Mavs
will get 6. Yeah, I don't think it'll go 7.
What do you think, Jake?
I'm gonna go Thunder in 6.
Won't be surprised if I see that either. Not gonna lie.
Thunder in 6, and I think it won't be good. It won't be what's it called? I think it's gonna be easy. There's no defense played out there in the Mavs.
Yeah, that's true.
It'll be a fast game, easy series.
That's true.
I see this, to be fair, I see this going 7 games, and I think the Thunder will probably pull it out. I see this young team, kind of like the T-Wolves. They're still a little premature, maybe a year away, but I think they're going to end up pulling this game out in 7. It's going to be a hard-fought series, I think. I think that Kyrie and Doncic will play well. They'll be their primary scorers, and they'll keep it close. And I think the youth will go against the Thunder, but I think in the end the youth will end up winning. I don't think Dallas has enough. I agree a little bit with Jake that they don't play enough defense, but they do play better. They have been playing in the playoffs better, but I don't think if either Doncic and Kyrie have a bad game, I mean, they're going to have trouble scoring and keeping up with the Thunder, and that's what's going to happen in more than enough times to get the Thunder to pull this out. It'll be the Thunder and the Timberwolves. Oh, clap. Thunder and the Timberwolves in the championship, I think. Let's see what happens. All right, man. What a show, man. Thanks, Clubber D, for getting on and coming and livening up the show. You're always welcome on our show. You know that, Clubber D. Appreciate you coming on and giving us your expertise. Any final words from you guys as we close this out? Anybody?
Great show, guys. Great show, man.
It was good, man.
Go DC Defenders. We're going to bounce back this year, okay? The XFL, UFL, you know what I'm saying? I was there at the game. I followed up with a nice birthday weekend.
Was that good?
It's actually not bad, okay?
Is it comparable to NFL? Somewhat? I mean, but it's enjoyable? I mean,
I would
say
watching it live would be like going to a preseason game.
Okay.
Okay, so a preseason game, yeah.
Okay, so it's not quite that quality, but not bad.
Yeah, the kickoff rule, seeing that live is pretty cool because.
So what do you think about that for the NFL? I think that's going to be like one of those game-breaking type plays now.
Oh yeah, definitely. You're going to see a lot. You'll see a lot more open field tackles, and you see a lot more of the returners getting yardage instead of just being touchback central, touchback. It's
since you've seen it live, is there another rule that you like in the UFL that maybe the NFL should consider?
I do like the extra point options.
Okay.
Where you can get the 3, I think it's a 3 to 2 to 1.
Right.
And they'll, depending on what you want, you could be right there on the goal line or they push it back like 5 yards.
Right.
or you just kick the extra point or whatever. Something
Right.
like that.
And I kind of like the onsides, or you can take a 4th and 12 on your 30 or something like that. I like that rule too. I don't know if the NFL will ever adopt it. What do you guys think? Any final words? Anything? Omar, you got anything?
Yeah, I got a couple things. I told you I'll give you all a quick baseball and hockey update. So baseball, the Orioles have overtaken.
Omar.
The Orioles have it's not like we have a cap on this show. We can go as long as we want. The Orioles overtook the New York Yankees.
Looking at me.
All right, hold on. The Orioles overtook the Yankees this week. They're up 1 game in the East. The Minnesota Twins and the Philadelphia Phillies are 9-1 in their last 10. Your Braves got swept by the Dodgers this weekend, which, by the way, Mookie Betts and Ohtani are performing at amazing levels. If you thought Ohtani couldn't get any better, he's hitting over 1,000 OPS with 11 home runs, 27 RBIs, and a 360 batting average. He's leading the whole league in everything after he got the $16 million stole from him. What else do we got going on in hockey? Oh, man, we got some huge stuff going on. Second round, he survived the game with stuff. Second round in hockey, you got Florida versus Boston. Boston won 1-0 last night after a Game 7 win last week. Dallas versus Colorado. I got Colorado in that series. Edmonton versus Vancouver. They beat my Kings. I'm kind of pissed. Edmonton in that one. And the Rangers should take care of the Canes in the second round. Thank you for that update.
All right. The good update. Fast and Furious from Omar the Professor. Anything, Jake? Any final words?
Let's get it, man. Hey, Timberwolves are winning it all. Let's go.
Oh, the Timberwolves. Nice. Hey, appreciate everybody who comment on the show, who join the show, share, like, do all that good stuff. We appreciate everybody out there.
All in buds.
All in buds. Yeah. Thanks, Clubber D. Thanks, everybody out there. Thanks, Clubber D's brother.
Best team in baseball.
Omar, I know Ruben usually on the show. I didn't see him comment, but Ian out there, everybody out there who commented, watch it on the repeat. We appreciate you guys. See you next time on the Bottom Line Sports. We are out of here.
Hey, we out.
Let's go. I had to cut him off. He's talking too much. Omar hogging the mic, eating the mic too. I don't know what he was doing with the mic. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Appreciate you. Peace out.